If you're here, then you're looking for more. You know you've got one shot at being you, and you want to make your precious life count. To express that thing inside you, to contribute, and to feel a part of something meaningful. But for whatever reason, things aren't happening in the way that you want them to. And you know that your outer struggles are a reflection of what's going on inside you. And you want to change this, to break free and to create an amazing life for yourself. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll realize not only that this is possible, but it's also your purpose.
First up though, whatever frustrations you have, you're not alone. We all have a story about how we're not enough. No matter how successful, powerful, or together things appear, everyone has a story of being incomplete in some way. It's all part of our human journey, but it's not true. The truth is that you're not broken or incomplete. You don't need to fix yourself, and you haven't made any mistakes. You're actually exactly where you're meant to be. Imagine that. Your problem, which is actually a problem we all share, is that despite all our education, we weren't taught the basics of this human condition. We weren't taught how our minds work or why we think, feel, and act the way we do. We weren't given the right maps and frameworks to navigate this adventure and become who we truly are.
So here's the quick version. We're all here on a journey. The one that so many of our wisdom traditions and now modern science speak to. That at our essence, beyond all of our stories, our masks, our conditioning, we are a part of something far greater beyond our personal human story. We're all part of the whole, here to experience the richness of life, to express our hearts, and to be a part of something. In fact, neuroscience shows that when you were born, you were literally at one with everything. You had no individual sense of self, no idea that you were you. And so to go on your journey, you needed to go through this process of separation. Yeah, you needed a separate vehicle so you could be you. Let's just call this vehicle your ego.
Now, you must understand your ego and how it was created. It's the key to unlocking your potential. As vulnerable babies, way before we had rational cognition, we had basic needs for survival and belonging. Inevitably, not all of those needs were fully met. This isn't a mistake, it literally happens to all of us. But we experience this as a wounding that felt painful in some way. And to cope with this pain, to handle it, we made up stories about ourselves, other people, and about life. Stories about how we're not enough, not lovable enough, or worthy enough, or safe enough, or strong enough, or perfect enough. All those stories of our ego. These stories embed themselves in our minds. They become our programs for thinking. In fact, we identify with them so much that we end up thinking we are these stories.
And this is a huge deal, right? Because timeless wisdom and neuroscience both show that your mind creates your reality. You become what you think you are. So if you think you're not enough in some way, you project that story onto your life now. And your life becomes that story, that not enoughness. It's just reflecting back who you think you are. So let's cut to the punchline here. As if you're not aware of your ego story, which most people aren't, it's running you. You might think you're living your life as a free and autonomous human being, but you're not. You're being run by your story. And it's why all great wisdom traditions have prized self-awareness as the foundation of all mastery. Because when you're asleep to your ego story, you're like a zombie, unconsciously fixated on resolving your childhood wounding and repeating the same patterns year after year, decade after decade, looking for answers outside of yourself. Until you reach the point that you realize there's no solution out there that's going to fix you. No person, no pill that's going to save you.
It's all in you. It's all in your mind. You're creating it all. Now, if you've got this far in this video, kudos to you, because you've probably reached this point in your life. And that's exciting, because the journey of waking up is the most rewarding, transformative adventure you'll ever go on. You were actually born for it. Waking up to your ego story and freeing yourself from it. Remembering who you are. Writing a new story, your soul story. All about expressing what you love and creating your life from there. How much fun would that be?